Hello everyone. In this video I will show you a little bit about Xhorse Remotes, different colors, of course different purpose of them to use, and a little bit about the Xhorse chips, but I think everyone knows regarding the chips or the transporters. Okay, let's start by remotes. Normally the first type of remote is the red one. The red one, it's only a simple remote. It doesn't have a transporter included, and when you want to generate you will need the cable. I will choose this remote. Let's open it and let's see how we can generate. The red remote has been opened. Okay, a little bit hard to open. This model, okay, quite hard, but it's a good thing. Okay, I managed to open with a harder tool. So normally it doesn't come with any blade. All the Xhorse remotes don't have a blade, so you will need to put yourself a blade. But this is a red model, so we have in working in progress a red model. We have a connector, two buttons, and a place for battery. For the red one, if you want to program it, you don't need to insert a battery. For this remote, when you generate for the first time, you will get 25 points. Let's connect it and see how we can generate. So we can go to vehicle remote. We can choose a brand. I will choose an Audi, for example. And here it's stated what type of remote you will need. Okay, let's choose an A4. So we have with red XK model wire. That means it will work on this type. If you don't have it with XK wire, the remote, for example, like how it's this one, the XM38 754G, you will need a special remote only for that. I have one here. It's this one. I already opened. I have one open, but I will go also to that one. Let's see, we can generate it as this one. This one is telling us it's an ID 48. We can generate on the red model, which is this one, any of the models. We can generate also on the blue, which is purple. Blue, it's blue, and also on the purple. Okay, so this type of remote can be generated on these three models. It will not fit on the orange model. hit generate remote. It's detecting. So we have generated successfully the remote. As you can see, my balance is 640. If I click to get the more points, I will get extra 25 points for generating this remote. So I have collected 25 bonus points. If I generated wrong, I can go on other model and regenerate the remote. But I will not get second time the points. This, in order to work, you will need to put the battery, adapt the remote to the car, and program a transporter. These are the basic remotes. I use them for old model of cars. Where I can add a transporter or only to add a remote. So always the red one, you will need the wire and to generate it. If you try to generate it with battery inserted, it will fail. But let's go. I will assemble it later or not. Let's see. Okay. We have made a red remote. Now it's the time to switch to the blue one. I think this one was already previously tested. I will choose this model. This one, it's an Audi model. It's a flip key. Also, this one will give us 40 points. It have his own transporter, but it's not like the super cheap. You can generate only in ID 11, 12, 13, 47, 38, and 46. So for example, for ID 48, which is the glass one, on the Volkswagen group, it will not work properly. Let's see how I open this. It's the first time when I work with this model. Okay. As you can see, it have own antenna for transporter. Doesn't have a battery inserted. Let's read it, the transporter. So it's an ID 47 blank, so on. What I like on this type of keys, but me myself, I use mainly the purple one. Here we don't have a connector for the cable. So if we want to generate it, we will need to insert a battery and generate it. So we can go back to Audi, we select the same remote, I hope. I don't know which one is selected, but I will choose this one. I think it's the same. We can generate the remote. Remote, it's here. one interesting thing when you work with this type of remotes, if we read again the transporter, in this case the transporter have not been changed because we write only the remote data, and this type of remote which I generated doesn't have let's say incorporated transporter in remote data. If we go to remote cloud recognition and we start testing, we have the remote key. We'll press the lock 1, 2, and third time it will be identified in the cloud as what we generated or the compatible part numbers. So if we want to learn the remote on the car, definitely will work. If we want to generate the transporter, can go here and set it as a new ID 48 chip, but it's detecting. Let's see if it's working. An ID 48, so generate failed. As I told you, it's not suitable for ID 48. Normally it's a nice design, it's fit well on the Audi group, but you cannot make on ID 48. If you want to generate on ID 11, it should work without problems. As you can see, the transporter was generated. So keep in mind, the blue one, it doesn't have a super chip. It have a transporter, but it's limited to some ID generation. Normally, and me personally, I don't really use the blue model. If you read the transporter, you can see now it's ID 11. If we go again to read the remote, lock, second time, third time, same thing. On this type of key, you can generate the remote in one way and transporter to be generated in another way. If we go back here, transporter generate, let's see. No, VVDI is super cheap. I don't think this one I can reset it. I will try, I never tried. But you can always overwrite the ID. I don't think it will reset, it will fail. Yes, convert fail, of course. But as you can see, let's read it. We have transporter 11. And we will want to make ID 47. And I will set as new chip in ID 47. And this should work without problems. But keep in mind, don't work on ID 48. So you can see we have unlocked an ID 47. Even if we lock it and program it wrong, we can reset the transporter. if you really want to use this model, then unsolder the antenna, remove it from here, and glue an ID48 chip in this place. Otherwise you will not able to be used. So the blue, it's an upgrade of the red one with a limited transporter included. In short words. Let's assemble it back. Let's see how many points we got. So we should get 40 points. Because we generated this remote. Yes, 40 points. Because it was used for the first time. What I like most and use most is the purple one. Why I like the purple one? Okay, let me open it, making too much noise. This is the one which is hard to open. Oh, I opened this one. Oh, I found it. Okay. I remove the board in order to place the battery, because also the purple one is generated wireless and doesn't have a connection for the cable. Okay, back to the main idea. Why me personally I like the purple one, because the purple one, it have the super chip. As you can see, the chip manufacturer, it's XT27, same like no, this one, XT27A. So this is a blank XT27A. This is the purple remote. So if you want, we can generate on ID48. We can generate the chip without issue. As you can see, we can read it. The transporter is ID48. We can go to vehicle. We can generate a remote. This time, let's choose. I will choose a Dacia. So I have this one, for example. It will work on the blue key and the purple, but I will not generate this one. I will look for a Citroen. And I go C4. As you can see, many of them work on orange, purple. Okay, this one I can generate it 2010, 2016 on the purple remote if I want. Let's generate this one. So we can generate the remote as key if we want, and we can make the chip. Cannot find the key. Why? I didn't put it wrong. Detecting. complete. Let's read the transporter. So we have 7936. The remote cloud recognition, it will work. I think this is the lock button. So it's an SAK, have been detected on Toyota, RAV4, on Fiat it's working also. But if you want to change the transporter, we can definitely change it. So we can go on AD46 and do another type of transporter. Let's search by car model, Citroen. Many of them are the same ID, but we have some ID 33 also. So the main difference is only the chip on the purple one. It's more capable of set it in different transporter IDs. Also, let's get the points, the bonus points. Also 40 bonus points we got. So we have 745. Okay, what you can do with the points I will tell you at end. But now we managed to get to the orange remotes. So here we have 3 different generations of orange. All of them are orange, are universal smart key, but they are with differences. Let's choose and normally this one it's NXP smart key and XM38 smart key. This type of remote, it's capable to be set as MQB remote also. Okay, I will open the cover. My experience with this key, as you can see, it's different, way different. It have 1, 2 transporters. Why it have 2? Because also it support the keyless go function. Normally, let's generate this one, but what I can say, for me always working with MQB keys has failed with this device, because you need to pre-code the key, generate and adapt, and I never used Key Tool Max. Always I use BVDI2. Okay, let's try to generate with Key Tool Max. It's generating. but if you have Keytool Max and VVDI2, I don't see the point to generate with Keytool Max, because you can also generate with VVDI2 during the programming phase, if you do it with VVDI2. But the matching, if really it's the Xhorse key, you can do it only with VVDI2 and I think the tab. I never tried, but from what I know, I don't think it's possible, or maybe I'm wrong, to generate this key and work with Autel or other device, for example OBD star. I'm not sure. I don't think it will work. Also, as you can see, the time to generate the remote, it's way longer than any other of this. Let's wait to finish. Okay, it's completed. So we generate successfully, and MQB, transporter and remote included. On MQB, automatically the remote and transporter are generated in the same time. But the same story regarding the, let's say, remote cloud recognition. It's not working. But what I did, and I don't advise you to do the same thing, on some models you can learn the remote. I learned on a Volkswagen transporter. It has the first generation of MQB, so I generated the remote, but it not was an orange remote. I think it was not even a Xhorse remote, it was a 202 remote, and then I program an MQB transporter separately. But that because I didn't have in that time in stock one of these key. So let's see, we can grab the points. It should be 60 points. So right now we are at 805 points. I will not generate also the other ones, but I will show you because there are differences. So this is the XM38 smart key, and what we have also here are two models of smart key, which is on orange. Of course, this specific model you can find it on other type of color. Type of the color will let you identify really how much you can go on generating transporter and what technology to be used. This one I opened, but by the design you can guess it's the XM38 74G for Audi. I will need to put the battery. Oh, battery have a nice cover here also, but I don't want to do that until 1 second. This model of board, it's also fitting in this design of the key. So if you don't like this one, which is black, you can always fit on this model. So I remove the battery slot, and you can insert it with the battery and it will work perfectly. Let's keep the board, but I just wanted to show you it will work, it will fit in original case. So let's assemble it here. Okay, quite hard to assemble it. Okay, how the heck it will go here? Let's put the front cover. Let's slide the battery in and put the back cover back. This is a fully Audi keyless model. Let's read the transponder. So as you can see, it's the transponder Audi 5. If I get more details, the 5th generation, the mileage, and let's see a cloud recognition, start, remote key. I should choose a smart key. That was my previous mistake with the orange one. My bad. Okay. Start testing. Ordinary smart key. I hope it will be detected. No, I think it's blank. But this model is designed to be generated on Audi brands, and look for that special thing where it say the proxy key with XM38574G. Let's see, I can generate on a different frequency. Okay, I don't have many keys. Let me fast check on VVDI2 if here I can generate more remotes. So we choose Europe, but I will not record the computer yet. but I will take the phone and show you. With VVDI2 you can generate also on different frequency, which I don't see it here. Yeah, the main lesson when you work with orange keys, always work with VVDI2. Let me stop the screen recording. So we can have more, and we just need to prepare the proxy, and we need to put the remote in VVDI2. As you can see, it's stated here available remotes. It's this one. We have second version, something in Chinese. And let's go on Volkswagen. So if you choose an MQB, it's telling us. Okay, normally also this one, it's working. That's the story with orange, and this is the Audi model, and this one it's the XM38 designed for Toyota. As you can see, the model it's for Toyota. Okay, we need to grab the battery from here. I will not put battery in this one because more or less it's the same story, except this one it's purpose for work on Toyota brands, the 8A chips and so on. Of course it will work on MQB also. As you can see, I will choose Volkswagen. You have it here, Golf GTI MQB XM38 Toyota. Of course you can do it also on Volkswagen, but the board and the key, it's way more expensive than this one. So taking consideration the price, I think it's twice or third time than this one. Of course the same technology but different use case. I don't know what to cover more. I think I did not generated the orange one. But yeah, also the orange one, it's giving points. It's giving 60 points. But normally, most of the time, if I go to the device information, I have it 865 on all devices and 805 on KeyToolMax. Normally I generate them with VVDI2 and the points are added directly to this device. Only if I remove the VVDI2 from my account, the point balance will be transferred to the left device, but I will not do that. Anyway, if you have some question regarding Xhorse remotes or different use case which I have not covered, feel free to ask, and I will try to respond based on my experience. I'm using also KD devices, but are the secondary as the backup for me. Mainly I use Xhorse keys and let's say OEM and aftermarket keys, and if I don't have Xhorse or OEM or aftermarket key, then I will choose the third option, the KD, if it's possible. Or I will choose directly KD where it's the case I know only KD is working on that specific key. Let's go further. I will show a little bit about this Xhorse transponders. This one, it's the super cheap XT27A. Everyone knows it, it's working perfectly, except on generating in 7935. So I will not cover this chip. Then I will cover the 7935 chip by Xhorse. This one came as a replacement for the NXP 7935, which is out of production. Now we have some China chips generated, at least in some cases for me, the China NXP it's working way more better than this Xhorse chip. So more parameters, I don't have it. Let's generate a transporter. So we have it here. It's working quite good. Let's generate it for bands. Okay. Forgot the bands, I need to specify what key, but let's generate it. I remove those from here. Taking some time. Let's see. Still have battery, yes. Okay. I can read the transporter. Now I have an ID. It's telling me it's still 7935. No ID. Okay. Let's generate again. I will want to generate an ID 11, but allowed XT27. This is not XT27, so they need to add in the description. It will work also with XT15. So that it's missing for the moment. We can read it. Okay, it's reading bullshit. It's showing me it's a XT27B. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's generate again something. I will get an ID 33 for Fiat. detecting the transporter. I loose, not loose, I found it. Okay, ignore the Wi-Fi. So we have it in ID 33. What I can say about this chip regarding XT15, for me personally sucks. I tried to generate on a BMW. Of course, it's working with 7935. I managed to work with EVS, but after 2 days I lost the synchronization because the BMW have a rolling code. After that, I have not honestly tried on other types of IDs. I will look forward to try it, but really where I needed this one, it failed me. Some sellers are selling the Xhorse ID48 chip. Normally that, I don't think it's an official chip. I have it, but the manufacturer, it's only aftermarket, and I did not see any special function regarding this Xhorse 48 chip or not. Normally I keep them separate in my box, so I have the Xhorse ID 48 and the aftermarket, but it's the same story for me. Okay, this is XT15. I will put it here. This is the 27A. And this one, it's the 27B, the MQB chip. This one, it's a great chip, but you will not able to do it with Key Tool Max this version. You only can pre-code, reset it, and make work good only with VVDI2. Mainly in the big picture, that was all from my side. If you want something specific or more detailed about something, just let me know. Write in the comments and I will try to fulfill the request, if it's possible, of course. Thank you.